Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for Aquarius where we look at your future spouse or life partner and the energy surrounding this connection. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aquarius, please. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're also showing up as the Seven of Pentacles. All right, Aquarius, it feels like this is what you've been waiting for, or they've been waiting for someone just like you. They're viewing you as the Three of Swords, okay? So they might meet you at a time of heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment. There could be some sort of third party around you. And we see the Queen of Wands. This is going to be fiery, sexy, and passionate. All right, and we see the Knight of Wands. So you may have a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sag, with a bit of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody who's fun, somebody who's a bit of a risk taker, adventurous, charismatic, creative, but they're also very grounded. They're very stable. I'm getting they're really independent and they're methodical. This is somebody who's also very organized. I get a strong energy of creativity from this person, Aquarius. All right, and I just feel like this is somebody that when they know, but they definitely don't rush, okay? And we see the Two of Wands. I think this person has been waiting for you, Aquarius. Now, it could just be that they've been waiting for someone just like you, but for others of my Aquarius, this may be somebody here who's been waiting for you to be single, waiting for you to heal from something. All right, there's a sense of longing here with this Two of Wands. All right, and we see the Five of Wands in reverse. This is someone that wants to beat out the competition. This is also someone here that doesn't want drama. Okay, so if there is some sort of third party, it's like they might patiently wait for that to end or wait for you to heal that or to release that. Okay, because I do see that this is not somebody... I mean, do they want to fight for the connection? Yes, but they don't want any unnecessary drama in their life. I also feel like, yeah, this is somebody who's very protective of what they've built, what they've worked for their peace and for their independence. I'm getting a really strong, really mature, grounded energy from this person. And how you're going to be feeling, Five of Swords. Now, you might feel a little bit conflicted here, Aquarius, because you might have somebody around you when you meet this person, or you might have some healing to do before this connection can really take off. Just remember, the right person isn't going to rush, pressure, or coerce you, and they're also not going to pass you by. But the Five of Swords is an indication, Venus in Aquarius energy, that you do want to fight for this connection. This is something that you are willing to to do the work. You're willing to, maybe make tough decisions in order to be together or, fight for this connection. Because I do see that there could be some sort of conflict here around this connection. Again, you might be, you might be separating from somebody. You might be still healing from this connection. But, this is your connection here, Aquarius. You're what they've been waiting for. And this person is patient. I don't feel like they're a player. I do think they get a lot of attention, or, this person is definitely attractive to other people, but this person knows what they want. And when they know what they want, they're very focused on that. We see that this person may not have any children. They could be a fellow Aquarius here. So that's where you two really click. They have a highly developed intellect. They're the pioneer of ideas. They're also engaging communicators here. Okay, and we also see Aries energy. Ooh, all right. So there, we see this energy here with the Knight of Wands. This sign exhibits strength, resilience. They're a risk taker, and they have a carefree, youthful personality. And we get more fire coming through here with Leo energy. So they're positive, they're passionate, they're playful, they like attention. Strength and resilience is their hallmark. But I love the Leo Aquarius axis. Someone could have a north node in one of these signs, but this tells me that your person is very balanced, okay? The Seven of Pentacles here. You're what this person has been waiting for. I love the Seven of Pentacles because he's supporting his partner. This is somebody who's going to build you up. This is somebody who's going to support you to make healthy and wise choices. This is not somebody who's going to pressure, rush, or coerce you in any way, Aquarius. They're going to give you that freedom, but also that support that you need. All right, we see this person is not over you. So some of you, maybe you have a history with this person. But for a lot of you, I just feel like this person isn't willing to give up on this connection because they know if they let you get away, you're always going to be the one that got away, okay? Like they feel like if I let Aquarius go, I'll never get over it. For some of you, this person is retired. That's a very specific message. That's not going to be for all of you. But I see here that like some of you, they could be 65 plus. Some of you, they may have retired early. But on my channel here, retired really can indicate that this is somebody that has had, you know, distinct careers. So they may have been a firefighter for many years and they retired to do something else. Or they were a teacher for many years, or, you know, they switched professions. Okay, it does tell me that this person enjoys their free time. They might have a more flexible schedule. Some of you, they could be in their 30s, a really specific message that's not for all of you, but it will resonate or be confirmation for some of you. Others of you, this person might be independently wealthy. Maybe they were able to retire in their 30s, okay? And we see this might start off as a brief encounter that leads to forever, okay? Beautiful energy. All right, and it does feel like it's kind of unexpected here, Aquarius. So what else do my Aquarius need to know about this person? What else do my Aquarius need to know about this person? Okay, we see mature man. Now remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. What I'm getting is this person might look really young for their age. Or this person, if they're younger, they might, you know, act older or more mature. Okay. We see sudden wealth. Some of you, this person, they've worked really hard for what they have. Some people might think, oh, this person is lucky. Oh, maybe they won the lottery or something like that. No, this is somebody who made very smart investments and choices and has worked to get where they are. Okay. And we see distant horizon. So some of you, this person may be at a distance, but this to me also indicates here that this is what you've been waiting for. You're what they've been waiting for, because we see this big ship coming in, right? I was going to say this big ass ship coming in, excuse my language. But you know, this could also indicate that this person travels a lot, travels for work. Maybe they're from overseas or their family is. Okay, and we see privileged lady in reverse. So that tells me this person has worked really hard for what they have. So they understand the value of $1 or €1 or a pound, whatever your currency is, or a rupee, whatever it might be. They understand the value of money because they've put in a lot of time and effort into creating their wealth and creating their stability. All right, and I feel like this person's made good investments. Maybe they do investing in the stock market and things like that, but of course, that's not going to be for all of you. All right, what else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know about this person? Communicating their feelings comes easy for them. Okay, so they're going to be direct, honest. You're going to know how they feel about you. They may own their own home. Again, I do get stability. I do get security here with this person. Okay. They already know who you are. Ooh, okay. So this person might already be around you, or maybe it's somebody you've met before or had some sort of interaction with, and they're going to come into your life unexpectedly. And for some of my Aquarius, they might be coming back into your life. All right. We do see that this person makes something valuable with their hands. So that could be their own business. We see this King of Pentacles woodworking, but this could be somebody who's really good at gardening. They're an amazing cook. You know, cooking could be their love language. This person might be good at fixing things. They could be good at decorating, sewing, doing makeup, you name it, doing hair. The Three of Swords here indicates, Aquarius, that this person does meet you at a difficult time or when there's some sort of third party around you. So you're either experiencing disappointment, betrayal, heartbreak, or some sort of karmic third party around you. But you know, Spirit has a funny way of sending us the right soulmate at the right time. All right, we see the Queen of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So what I'm seeing here, Aquarius, is this person is, they kind of know that you're still healing from something, or that you're feeling emotionally drained. So they are a little bit worried that you're not ready to emotionally invest, or that you're kind of in an imbalanced emotional energy when you two meet. But that doesn't change how they feel about you. And this person is somebody who's willing to wait, willing to hold space. Okay, and we see the Eight of Wands. Why? Because you're everything they could ever want. The Eight of Wands tells me they've been manifesting you, waiting for you. They have a lot of focused intention on you. The Eight of Wands are the wands of love, and they're all going to one place, and that's to you, Aquarius. How you're going to be feeling? The King of Swords. In alignment, you're going to see things truthfully and honestly. And again, I think you absolutely know that you want to fight for this connection, because this type of love doesn't come around often, and it certainly doesn't come around, I was going to say twice. For some of you, it might be coming around twice, but you know what I mean. This is something to capitalize on. And I feel like even if you already know this person, you just know that, you don't want to give up this opportunity. You don't want to give up this opportunity, and you see the worth and the value not only of this person, but of this connection and the positive effects that it has on your life and your emotions. All right. And you see that it's very much so in alignment with you. All right. So let's see what else we need to know. All right, we see the Judge energy. So this is how they're viewing you, Aquarius, as balancing justice and compassion and managing the fair distribution of power. So a judge is somebody who has good judgment, right? They see you as fair, they see you as compassionate, but they also see you as somebody that can, you can put yourself in other people's shoes, and they love that. They might also love that you can play devil's advocate. Again, there's a really strong intellectual connection. Okay. And we see victim energy. Ooh, I love this, because this prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others, that you have strong boundaries, that you're good to other people, you're fair and you're just, and you expect fairness and justice for yourself. And if you don't have it, you speak up for yourself or others. Now, they also see you as the gambler archetype, so willing to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So you're not afraid to take risks, especially calculated risks. Beautiful energy there. Okay, so let's see what else my Aquarius need to know about this connection. The Queen of Wands tells me that this is successful energy. This tells me that there's passion, there's excitement, but this is like, love. I love loving hard and loving deep. So there's like a deep commitment. There's a deep love. There's excitement here as well. I see, the couple that plays together stays together. There could be a little bit of an age difference between the two of you. Yeah, this person reflects aspects of yourself that ask to be acknowledged, accepted, or integrated. I feel like you're really you can really release around this person, Aquarius. There are parts of you that have been waiting to be seen, that have been waiting to come to the surface, and the energy with this person is you can do that. They hold space for you, and vice versa. Okay. We see that this connection arrives to interrupt repeating patterns that have kept you stuck. Awareness becomes the first step towards change. Yeah, so the purpose of this connection is to heal and release karma, to break old cycles. It's to do things differently, which is gorgeous. Okay, and this connection forms through navigating a challenge together. Alignment strengthens through cooperation. So again, this person may be somebody who helps you heal or helps you get out of a bad situation. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a family situation. It can be a job. It can be a living situation. All right. And we also see that this meeting happens while learning, studying, or developing a skill for some of you. And growth becomes the bridge between you. Beautiful. And finally, we see navigating uncertainty. This connection moves through unknown territory. Clarity develops with time. I do feel like this is a connection that is very different for my Aquarius and for this person, right? And that's what makes it really special. It's like doing things differently here within this connection. Okay, so let's see what else my Aquarius need to know here. What else do my Aquarius need to know here, please, Spirit? Okay, open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Okay. We see tease. This energy is fun and lighthearted, but it's also uncertain. And we see responsibilities. So romance interrupted, duties come first. Okay. And we see pay attention to the signs and the clues that you're receiving. The universe is talking to you. And just remember that with this connection, actions speak louder than words. And that's where you really develop trust within, with each other. Okay. And again, this person's going to be very loving, very caring, and very helpful. Somebody that wants to be there, wants to show up for you, Aquarius. All right. Any important dates or times? Any important dates or times here for my Aquarius? Okay, in the distant future. All right, and we see the month of February. So you may be February Aquarians out there who are connecting with this reading. It may be sometime between now and February that this connection unfolds or this person comes into your life. And for like one or two of you, it may be somebody who's coming back around. All right, my lovely Aquarius, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.